That's 100.
What's truly good with you guys? Today I got something special for you. It is a sponsored video. However, this is something that I use and will be using a whole lot more on the day-to-day. And that is none other than Serato Hex FX. Now this is a multi-effects plugin, and we have this massive knob here, and this is called the hex dial. It's not the dry and wet, but this knob controls all of the knobs. And so there's so many different ways to use this multi-effects plugin. So we're gonna cook up a beat using this bad boy so you can see it in real time in so many different scenarios. So I have this drum loop right now. I'm gonna turn Hex FX off. All right, kind of basic, right? So when we turn this on, now we're gonna get a whole bunch of color. So it is definitely not a dry and wet knob, as you guys can see. Now we do have the dry and wet down here if you want to blend this stuff together. So I tweaked this. So I took off the halftime and the repeater, and I just left the vinyl simulation, the quad chorus, and the nasty distortion, and I ended up with this. Off, on. This is not even a drum preset. This is just the stock preset. So I immediately saved this. So how you can do that is just go to save, and you can rename it. And once you rename it and hit save, then you can come over here to your saved presets over here, and I name this drums, chorus, and vinyl. And if you want to see these listed, you can just click on that and you can see all of your saved joints. Now, once you saved your presets, what's super dope about this is a few things. One, we can, of course, recall it. But then two, we can right click on it and we can select this as a favorite. We can set this as the new default, and we can also do show in folder. Let's click on this. So now this is where the presets are, and you can actually export these presets and send them out to another user. You might be seeing presets from your boy. Stay tuned. So I'm gonna chop up a sample here. Perfect. All right, so what we're gonna do is add some hex effects to the sample and get crazy with that. That is literally crazy. And again, this is just the same warbler effect. So we're on all right now. So let's check some of these out. It's almost like you can do no wrong with this stuff. So this is the SP Steez. And then we have the side chain. So we can set this to be whatever we want. We can set the side chain. We have it set to compression. Now in Ableton, this is super dope. We can go ahead and just set the side chain input to whatever we want. So we have the chill hop kits here. Now it's responding to the drums. All right, so you can see how crazy it's getting just by adding this on every single thing that we add on. All right, so now we're gonna add some bass. All right, bet. So we're gonna add some hex effects to the bass now. So what we're gonna do is do a preset from scratch. So I'm gonna come over here to new, and we're just gonna start from nothing. So it's set to none. So we can click here. I'm gonna grab some saturation. So we can go over here to saturation. Yeah. Perfect. So I'm gonna add some lo-fi sim to this. Yeah. So we can actually go into the parameters and we can actually check out the specific parameters of these slots. So I'm going to start with saturation and customize this. So we're going to go for the deep dive. We're going to duplicate this sample a few times, and we're going to manipulate these. So I'm going to freeze and flatten these two samples here. Perfect. So what we can do now is duplicate this section, and basically what we'll do is create an octave lower version, or like a filtered version of the sample, if you will. Kind of crazy. So for this version of the drums, we can actually add that halftime effect to these. Ooh. So we can put that halftime on this bass. So you can use it for a halftime effect if you want. I mean, it's literally limitless possibilities. And so what we're gonna do is use this for master bus processing. So we can come over here to new, and we can just sort of create our own master bus effect. So let's come over here to saturation, and let's go to warm saturation. Let's put some compression on here, and let's go to clean compressor. Crazy, it's just sounding fuller, more vintage, and I like that a lot. So we can come over here to distortion, and let's come over here to smooth drive. This makes it sound more dirtier. Okay, let's come over here to tape saturation for fun. We can go to the parameters and just affect a certain band. So I'm only going to saturate the top end with this one. This literally makes this sound like a completely different record in all the best ways with that saturation on it there like that. I don't know if y'all peeped it, but this is off. On. Off. It's got like this It feels really vintage, like it sounds like I did this on a console. So I'm gonna come over here to artist, and then we'll come over here to floating. So what we'll do is we'll automate some of this effects here. So what's crazy about Ableton is they make this super easy to do. So all we have to do is record ourselves just doing these parameter shifts. So let's record it in. Boom. So now that we have that, we can see we have this automation already written in. Now the next thing we can do is write in to turn this off. So on beat 1 here, we can pull up the plugin and we can turn this on and off. So you can see over here, now we have this preset set to on. So now we can turn it off and we can set it to on in the beginning. Super easy to do. All right, so the last thing we're going to do is create an SP404-like performance effects, and we're going to incorporate the push and learn some parameters here. Perfect. So now we have a new version of Hex FX on the master. So what we're going to do now is test out some different presets that they have, and then we can customize it to our own liking. So let's come over here to the first preset. This is called Choppy Tides. So let's add some more effects. So I'm gonna move this delay. So I'm gonna put the delay first. Okay, then we have DJ transform next. That's cool. We have a filter. I'm gonna put that after the delay. Okay, I like that. So we'll change this from chorus because we already have a chorus in the track. So what we'll do here is we could check out some of these other effects. So let's check out what backspin sounds like. Okay, I like that effect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is come over here to configure, and I'm going to configure this knob to control the delay. Now, the next thing we're going to configure is the combo filter. So we're going to come over here, click on the combo filter, and we're going to affect that with this knob. Perfect. So now we have the combo filter here for this one. Perfect. And then we're going to come over here to the DJ transform, and that's going to be to this knob. All right, guys, so let's have some fun. All right, so here's the deal. If you want to cop Serato Hex FX, you can head over to serato.com and you can check this out. So they have the pricing here available for us. If you want to buy it outright, this gives you Hex FX basically standalone. So you get 24/7 support, and you can get invited into the beta program and free tutorials. Now, if you decide to subscribe, you can subscribe for $9.99 a month, and this gives you access to Serato Hex FX, Serato Sample, Studio, all the sound packs, and of course you can cancel at any time. All right, guys, so check it out. You can get 1 month free by tapping the link below and using the code YAWN 1 month free. Tapping on all of that, I'll have it all in the description below for you guys. Shout out to Serato. Thank you all once again for sponsoring this video. If you guys got any value out of this video, give your brother a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss anything else production on this channel. And I'll holler at you in the next one. Peace.